are behind the red line, please stop behind the yellow line. If you are behind that red line, please stop behind the yellow line. Gates are closing.
Watch on the right, doors are going to close.
All right, folks, I'm sliding these doors shut. Please watch your hands and feet.
Oh, I called it.
Нет, я снимаю. Иди сюда поближе.
So we're saying Harambe, Chwinde. Let's go, everybody. Jumbo, folks. My name is Cheryl. I'm going to be your safari guide for our photo safari through the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Before we dive in, got one ground rule I need everybody to follow. That is that everyone please stay seated the whole time. It's pretty bouncy out there. We don't want anyone to bounce out by accident. That would be very bad. Very bad indeed. If you're going to be taking pictures, make sure you hang on to your cameras really tight. Anything else you would like to have with you at the end of the safari. If we drop anything out of the truck, unfortunately, the reserve does not allow us to stop and pick it up.
But it's not.
It's way too dangerous, way too many wild animals out here. Having said that, we're going to go out and see lots of animals, have lots of fun. If you look above you, you're going to see some animal spotting guides. Those should help you identify some of the animals we're going to be seeing out there today. We probably won't see them all, but we normally have pretty good luck.
It gets really hot.
Just going to wait on all these other trucks to have clearance before we go in. Everybody having a good vacation so far? Yeah, right. Where's everybody from?
Dallas.
Dallas.
Russia.
Russia. Whoa, I think you and the... Is anyone from further away than Russia?
No.
No. All right, well, you guys in the front definitely win the prize for furthest travel to go on my safari. And have a wonderful vacation while we're at it. All right, so are we just from Texas and Russia? Got it? Denver. Nevada. Where? Georgia. All right, I didn't ever hear Indiana. That means no one's from Indiana on the truck. I ask every time, and I haven't had anybody in like 2 weeks from Indiana. Sad. Oh well. Well, we're going to dive into the reserve now through the Little Ituri Forest. Ituri is Swahili for little. It means the little forest. Through here, the animals like to blend into their surroundings. It can make them kind of hard to find, but we'll do our best. Let's see. If you see an animal that I don't, please feel free to shout hello. On the right. Is it brown with zebra stripes? Yes, it is. That is an okapi. Right there in the middle, behind the stuff by the bamboo. There's bamboo everywhere. Those are the only known relative of the giraffe. Then the closer things, the tan ones. Those are greater kudu. The second tallest antelope native to Africa. They can weigh about 750 pounds apiece. Which, that's pretty big, but not compared to some of the other animals out here. Let's see, watering holes like the one we're approaching on the left-hand side are a pretty popular hangout for some of our more endangered species, like the black rhino. There are less than 5,000 black rhinos left in the wild. Unfortunately, they are hunted and poached for their horns, which are made out of keratin, which is the exact same thing that our fingernail and hair is made from. If you look on the left-hand side, you're going to see what looks like a giant rock laying down. That would be the mighty black rhino. Isn't he cute? They can weigh about 3,000 pounds. They can charge about 35 miles an hour, have a 1-inch thick hide. They're impervious to about anything out here, except humans. Those pesky humans hunting them. Not cool. If you look up on the right-hand side at the top of the ridge, you're going to see some brownish, orangish, copperish, whatever color you want to call it, animals with white stripes. I got that color down. Those are bongos. They're known as the ghosts of the forest. They're pretty shy and reclusive. They have those big, heavy horns that point straight back on their heads. That allows them to run through the brush a lot faster. They don't get tangled up with anything. It acts like a snowplow, kind of. If you look on the left-hand side, way back, you're going to see a black and white bird with an orange and black bill. That is the saddle-billed stork. I think there's 2 of them, yeah. They're the tallest stork native to Africa. They can be about 5 feet tall and have a wingspan that is wider than our truck. About 9 feet. crazy big. Alright, we're going to head on into the Safarys River now. Safarys River is usually a really good place to find some hippos. Yeah, hopefully we'll find some. Oh, if you look way down on the right-hand side, it's really hard to see. Ooh, there's one up by this tree stump. Much easier to see. See where the tree's kind of sticking out of the water? Hippos are a nocturnal animal. They'll sleep most of the day in the water. They hold their breath for 5 to 8 minutes at a time. They'll only come up while they're sleeping for a quick breath of air, then go right back down. We're going to see a couple more on the left. At night, they'll come up onto the riverbanks, walk a couple of miles, and eat about 150 pounds of grass per hippo per night. Hungry, hungry hippos. Lame joke. These light-colored birds on the island are pink-backed pelicans. They live in groups and herd fish into shallow water so that everybody can have something to eat. See here. There's a hippo there. That one just went under the water. He's kind of gliding along the bottom. They don't really like to swim. They're huge. They can, kind of, but they don't. They instead sink down to the bottom and they push off the bottom and glide. Looks a lot more graceful than if that giant animal would try to swim.
Madre, great.
Oh look, looks like some interns are trying to learn the ropes up there. I hope they don't fall. Everyone stay seated as we cross this bridge. Look down, you're gonna see some Nile crocodiles. Ah! They're much larger and more aggressive than the American alligator. They can bite down with enough force to crush bones. About 1,200 pounds per square inch. Yeah, good times. I hope none of those people walking that rope bridge fall. That would be bad for them. It'll be about 20 feet long when fully grown. Alright, enough of that. We're gonna leave the river now and head on over toward the savannah. It's a different area of the reserve with lots of different animals, different landscape, a different ecosystem, different plants and trees, all kinds of different stuff. If you look on the right-hand side, you're going to see a really weird tree. That is a baobab tree. Baobab trees live about 2,000 years or so. They go leafless 9 months out of the year, storing enough water in their trunks to survive the droughts that we often have here in Africa. Alright everyone, this is the best view of the whole reserve, the Serengeti grasslands. They stretch for hundreds and hundreds of miles across East Africa. Kind of an animal superhighway of sorts, for millions of migrating animals every year. Also home to some of the more famous species, like giraffes, and elephants, and lions. I see some giraffes way over there. We'll get closer to them in just a second. In the meantime, we're going to play catch up with the truck in front of us. Ooh, I see a giraffe back there. We'll get closer to him. Alright everybody, on the left-hand side, you are going to see a reticulated giraffe eating out of a tree. I can tell it's a reticulated giraffe way back on the left. Because it looks like a giant net was thrown over it. This word reticulated comes from the Latin word reticulata, meaning net-like. We're going to get closer to one up there. That's not a great picture. So I have to keep spacing, we'll kind of creep. Giraffes will eat about 16 to 18 hours out of every single day. They'll only sleep about 30 minutes a day, though. They'll even sleep in just like little 5-minute cat naps while standing up. Alright, everybody. I hope no one on the left is afraid of giraffes, because you're going to get really close. No, don't walk away. There he is. When fully grown, a male giraffe can be about 20 feet tall. When they're born, they're about 6 feet tall or so. They're cute. Fun fact, they have the same amount of bones in their neck as a human does. They're just obviously about a foot longer or so. They're really long. They have 7 bones in their neck. Their tongue is 18 inches long, and they can lick their own eyeball. It should make you either grossed out or jealous. Me personally, I think that would be one heck of a little trick to pull, so you can lick your nose, yeah, I can lick my tongue. Or I can lick my eye. Yeah. There's a couple more things on out here. Alright everybody, the first animal we're going to see going from right to left. The tan animal closest to us, that is a Patterson's eland. The tallest antelope native to Africa. It can be 6 feet tall at the shoulder and weigh 2,000 pounds. That tan animal out there is what I'm talking about with the kind of twisty tie looking horns. Let's see. And this the next giraffe is a Maasai giraffe. Different than the reticulated giraffe. Their spots are more irregular around the edges, more jagged, looks like an oak leaf. They also have spots that go all the way down their legs. They're pretty cool. Hey, both sides. Left hand side again. I hope you're really not afraid of giraffes. Hi. Let's see if you can look straight in front of us. Yeah, we got the giraffe on both sides. There's an animal with ridiculously long white horns at 12 o'clock. That is an Ankole cattle, also known as a Watusi cattle after the African tribe that domesticated them. These crazy long white horns can be about 6 feet long and 20 inches around at the base. Thankfully they're hollow, so they can move their head. And the gray animals that are dotted all the way around there, those are white-bearded wildebeest. They have one of the largest migration patterns in the world. Up to 1.5 million will migrate across the savannah every year. Hi, giraffes. They wanted to say hi. We're a little backed up. Looks like we've got a giraffic jam. Ah, bad joke. That's what happens when you drive around in circles all day. Alright. Normally right over here is a decent view of everything too. There we go. You can see the Ankole cattle again. And another giraffe! And white-bearded wildebeest. Isn't that shocking? It's not a giraffe. That giraffe that's posing so nicely for us eating, because that's all they ever do, is a reticulated giraffe, like the first one that we saw. Alright, we're going to head into Monkey Point and off to elephant country. And let's see what we can find. Alright, everybody on the left-hand side, on the rocks, and up playing with the rope up there, you are going to see some mandrill monkeys. They're the largest monkeys that are native to Africa. Males can weigh about 100 pounds. They look just like Rafiki in the face from The Lion King. They have that brilliantly blue and red colored face. If one of them will turn, you'll be able to see it. Alright, well, we're going to get a little radio station to come in for the drive through the back country. A little short. If anyone knows Zulu, please feel free to sing along. Tell me what on earth this song means. Oh, hey, way in the back corner. You can kind of see the back of an elephant. It's a really bad view, so we're going to keep going. No one knows Zulu? No? Well, I'm gonna turn it off then. 'Cause that's really annoying. And make sure. Aww. My driving scaring somebody. There, that truck's out of the way. Alright, everyone, we gotta cross this sketchy bridge. Great. Hope it holds. I think I'm gonna buy some row, but that can't be good. Oh, it's creaking. That's. Oh boy, no. I agree, buddy. I don't like it either. They must have fixed it since last time. Woohoo! Everybody look to the left. Those are zebras. They are not on our reserve yet, but they will be soon. I will show you where they're going to be in just a few minutes. Alright. This is a red clay pit. They're right in the heart of elephant country. The elephants have been through here recently. You can see the Tuscan footprints in the clay. They'll eat small amounts to get the vital minerals they need to live.
Elephant.
There's an elephant over there. We'll go get it. Oh! On the left. We're gonna keep on creeping through here because it's not a safe spot to stop for everybody, so. Both male and female elephants in Africa have those iconic white ivory tusks, which unfortunately makes them fall prey to poachers from time to time, and that's not good. Another one. Scientists on the reserve are studying elephant vocal communications right now, trying to figure out what all the different sounds the elephants make mean and what they need to survive in the wild. Looks like it's starting to sprinkle. Yay! Alright, I think we're going to be able to see a lot of them. A lot of them have like dirt and all kinds of stuff on their backs. The elephants will actually take dirt and mud and fling it onto their back. Acts like a natural sunscreen. Although their skin looks really rough and tough, it's pretty sensitive and they can get sunburned, just like a human can. Yeah, that one's kind of using its trunk to eat something. They will eat about 300 pounds of food every day when they're an adult. Which is a lot. There's a white-bearded wildebeest on the right-hand side. Ooh, a few of them. Wildebeest. Hey, holy cattle. Another giraffe. Aren't you shocked? Alright. Oh, if we look back, you can see that elephant that we saw eating again. How about we stop on the other side of Flamingo Island, because I think we're going to get a better view of some elephants just over the side of that. Sound good? You want to say hi from me? These are greater flamingos on the left. Yeah, way back there. Oh, they're hard to see, darn. They are the largest and lightest pink of all the species native to Africa. They're born more of a brownish or a grayish color. They get their pink coloring from all the food that they eat. Lots of shrimp and krill and other crustaceans that are naturally high in keratin. Oh, it moved. There was one right behind that tree a minute ago. Oh well. We're going to head into white rhino territory now. White rhinos are one of Africa's greatest success stories. They were once on the brink of extinction, but due to anti-poaching laws, conservation efforts, and reserves like ours, their numbers are on the rise. There's a couple of them now on the left. The word white is actually a mistranslation from the Afrikaans word weit, meaning wide, which refers to their very wide-set mouth. They're a little bigger than the black rhino that we saw earlier. These guys can weigh 5,000 pounds when fully grown. Just a little bigger. They can also charge about 30 to 35 miles an hour. And we'll stop to check them out. Their horns, fun fact, they grow about 3 inches every single year. no crossing. They have free reign. They can do whatever in the world they want, including lay down in front of the trucks. Yes, they do. It's very obnoxious.